What happened to your child that made you realize nuclear was the only option? 3 months ago, I got a call from the school nurse. My daughter, Ava, 10 years old, had collapsed in gym class. Dehydration, they said. I rushed there, panicking, heart pounding. When I saw her lying on that cot, pale, shaking, with her lips cracked, I knew something wasn't right. She barely said a word on the ride home, just stared out the window and held my hand so tightly, it left marks. When I asked what happened, she just said, "It's fine, Mom. I just didn't drink enough." But that wasn't Ava. She's careful, organized, always has her water bottle in her backpack, always asks me to refill it before school. That night, I was doing laundry and found her water bottle still full, tucked inside her gym bag. Then I noticed her lunchbox. It hadn't been touched, not one bite. I sat her down and asked again. It took nearly an hour, but the story started to come out in pieces. It wasn't dehydration. It was her teacher. Miss Ray, her homeroom teacher, had a clean classroom policy. No eating, no water, no restroom breaks unless it was during designated times. Ava had asked to go once after lunch because her stomach hurt, and Miss Ray told her she needed to build discipline. When Ava asked again later, she was told she'd be sent to the principal's office if she kept faking it. But that wasn't even the worst of it. Apparently, Miss Ray kept a chart, a maturity tracker, she called it. Every time a student asked to leave class, complained of hunger, or got emotional, she'd mark it down. At the end of each week, she'd post the names of the top performers and the baby list on the board. Ava had been on the baby list for 3 weeks straight. Other kids laughed. Some even called her baby bottle in the hallway. One of them stole her lunch and threw it out to help her grow up. Miss Ray saw it and told Ava, "This is what happens when you rely too much on things." My daughter had stopped eating, stopped drinking. She was terrified of being humiliated again. The next morning, I went to the school, asked to speak with the principal. He looked uncomfortable when I brought up Miss Ray, said she had a unique teaching style, that she was old school. I showed him Ava's written notes. I showed him a recording Ava had made of the class during silent reading time. Miss Ray telling a child with anxiety that some of us grow up and some of us stay afraid of everything forever. I told him if she wasn't removed by the end of the day, I'd be filing a report with the school board, CPS, and any education watchdog I could get a number for. I said I'd post the audio on every parent Facebook group, every local forum, every school review site, that I'd start with the headline, "Teacher bullying children into starvation." He asked me to calm down. I told him no. Miss Ray was put on leave that afternoon. What followed was a mess. The school board did an internal review. Several parents came forward quietly. One admitted their son had started wetting the bed again. Another said her daughter refused to go to gym because Miss Ray told her she looked lazy. Ava is in therapy now. She still asks if it's okay to use the restroom when we go out. Still flinches if she drops something in front of people. She eats slowly, carefully, like she's being watched. Miss Ray, she vanished. No charges, no formal statement, just gone. But I kept the audio. I still have the documents, the emails, the timeline. If she ever teaches again, I'll know. I don't regret going nuclear.